This is a truly remarkable bird. A medium-sized African eagle that is easily identified by its iconic red face, pitch black feathers, and grey mantle. It's a Bateleur Eagle, and it has earned its title as being one of the most magnificent African eagles. Bateleur Eagle. Why do I say it with some kind of French accent? That's because Bateleur is a French word, and an old one. Un bateleur is a person that does acrobatic stunts as a street or circus performer. And this bird is fast and agile, and acrobatic displays and rocking in flights are typical for the Bateleur Eagle.
You see, François Le Vaillant, an 18th century French naturalist, the original bird nerd, stumbled upon this winged wizard on an expedition in South Africa. And François was like, oh mon dieu, this feathery fella, he has got the moves. So he went full French on us, naming it Bateleur, which is just a fancy way of saying circus acrobat. But listen, these guys don't just flap around. Oh no, they've got signature moves. I'm talking about the Bateleur Eagle sexy let's make an egg dance.
Its scientific name, Teratopius echodatus, when translated from both Latin and Greek, means marvelous face, no tail. This translation could be a little bit misleading because the Bateleur Eagle does have a tail, but contrary to its really long wings, 1.86 in average wingspan, it has an extra short tail.
So short in fact that when in the air, its legs dangle out further than its tail. It's this petite tail long wing combo that make the Bateleur Eagle the aerial gymnast that he is. But Bateleurs aren't all about sky-high theatrics. They also like to get down and dirty. And their short tail keeps from dragging in the dirt, whether they're munching on a slithery snake snack, or digging into a diseased mammal like it's a 5-star buffet. Seems like this African golden wolf is having a little bit of a rough day. Our guy also knows how to live it up spa day style. A quick dip in the pool, then boom, wings spread out, soaking up the sun. Okay, we're sunbathing. Actually, that gives off a little bit of exhibitionist vibes, doesn't it? And you know how we call this? Phoenix pose, baby! Ah, this is Mlamuli, the bird caretaker here at the African Wildlife Orphanage Chipangali, where I'm currently volunteering.
Is it a nice one? Can you like touch him or no?
Yeah, it's okay.
So you're about to witness my first ever encounter with a predatory bird. And the reason I'm cautious is, well, those beaks are not designed for cracking peanuts. Think more along the lines of a flesh-whipping, skull-crushing type of tool. But hey, if Mlamuli says it's cool, I'll roll the dice. Just look at this guy, completely relaxed, letting his wings and head hang low. He's really soaking up this massage like it's grandmother's loving kiss on the cheek.
Nice.
How does it feel? Ah, good question. Feels kinda weird, not at all like a furry animal, as you really need to dig your fingers under its thick plumage to reach skin, which then kinda feels like a really buff chicken neck.
Cool, thank you.
Quick word of advice though, don't try this with a wild eagle, you'll regret it. One thing I've learned from working with different animals is that deep down we're all the same. Doesn't matter if you're a human, a reptile, or a majestic flesh-whipping raptor bird, we can all appreciate a good old rub.
Give your meat a good old rub.
Wow. Crazy.
Oh, where was I? Yeah, right, the Bateleur video.
Now, you could wonder, why is this beautiful bird at the African Wildlife Orphanage and not roaming and flying free into nature?
You see, cattle farmers sometimes resort to poisoning carcasses to attract and eliminate predators that threaten their livestock, like lions and hyenas. Yeah, sounds kinda dark, but they are often just making sure their kids don't go to bed hungry. The birds, being the nature's OG scavengers, are usually the first to swoop down on a carcass. It's like a Black Friday sale, only the deals are lethal. Our boy Jack here was the unlucky customer getting more than he bargained for. A mouthful of poison, to be exact. Whoa, before we start pointing fingers, you ever heard of people using poison to get rid of pests like rats and mice? Well, when these poison critters become a midnight snack for a fox or an owl, guess what? Those predators end up poisoned too. It's what they call secondary poisoning, and we've been unconsciously doing it in the West for centuries. Anyways, Jack was rescued by the African Wildlife Orphanage, but that poison cocktail scrambled up his nerve circuits so bad, he has now got the flying skills of a brick.
Birds flying to power lines.
And that's how his girlfriend Henrietta lost her wing. But besides flying on power lines and dodging poison buffets, they're also up against disappearing habitats. Add them being snatched from the wild for the exotic pet trade, and it's easy to see why they are now an endangered species. Although these birds are struggling in the modern world, evolution has adapted them well to their natural environment.
One of the things that I truly love about nature is that everything has a rational explanation. There is always a reason for things. Contrasting its really dark feathers This bird has a white coloration underneath its wings. Now why is that? Well, it's an evolutionary adaptation, a smart camouflage as well.
From below, its white underwing blends in with the sky. And from above, the Bateleur turns into a patchy blend of black and brown that mixes in with the ground below. And if it is spotted, the contrasting shades break up the bird's outline, making it less identifiable to both prey and predator.
Whoa! My body's gone!
And they're not the only ones with this nifty dual-tone trick. Springbuck, penguins, and even orcas are all rocking the light-bottom dark-top look. And that, guys, is the whole design inspo behind the Oreo cookies. You see, actually forget what I said, let's just stick with animals. Thank you for watching, you can hit a like if you enjoyed, stay freaky, cheers.